waiting too long. I was just having a talk to a friend about this, about medical stuff, but like he like knew something was wrong and like didn't get help for another 6 months.
God.
You know,
That's also
it's such a guy
that.
thing.
Yeah, 100%.
But like whatever it is, like you know before you make a change that you need to.
Yep.
Almost always.
Always.
Like that's another book my sister sent me. The Body Keeps a Score. So like you know, yeah, like he knew he needed dental work done before he like went to go do it. You knew that friend group was rotten in some way, or at least like not for you. That's like the
100%. And look, if you ask me at the end of the day, I hope they go on to live wonderful lives and all that stuff.
Yeah.
I have no ill will towards them.
Yeah.
But it's just like
it's a big Amy Poehler in her autobiography is like, good for them, not for me.
Exactly. Yeah. And the other thing is too, like I think we should maybe talk about as well. It's like life comes in different phases. You know, it's like you're going to feel the same throughout, but one day you're going to wake up and your life is going to be completely different than it was maybe 4 years ago. And you're going to. I compare it to this, where it's like I once lost 37 pounds, and I once gained right after that maybe like 25 back.
Yeah.
If you were to ask me on a day-to-day basis, do I notice a change in my body? I would have said every day, no, absolutely not.
Yeah.
But when you look at it at those different points, it's so different. But you're not going to see it.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
No. That's weight for me is such an interesting thing where like sometimes I'll lose a bunch of weight and I'm like, oh, I didn't feel any different.
The same.
Or I'll gain
you look
weight.
great, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
It was funny.
Yeah,
Taylor
right
and I think I saw you at the show the other night, and I was like, Gabe's been working out. He looks great.
You know what it is? I moved farther away from the train. And so I have to walk.
That's the most New York thing.
I have to walk 0.7 miles if I want to go anywhere.
Oh, no.
So like
Are you in Astoria now?
I'm in Astoria. I live in like a house.
We can cut that if you want. I don't know if you want
can
people
say Astoria.
All right, cool.
I'll tell you.
Love Astoria.
Yeah, believe me, there's no one wants to know. And or Noah's like trying to find out. But the other thing is like, because I don't have a day job, and I'm doing college essay stuff and I'm doing comedy and I'm doing a couple other things, but like I can kind of like take a nap for the most part, like whenever I want. And like nobody says this, but like a huge key to losing weight is like not being tired all the time. So you eat chicken fingers in the middle of the night. And like being in a good mood.
Totally.
And like I can take a nap and walk. There's a smoothie place like 2 blocks from my house. So I'm like, I can take a walk, drink a smoothie, walk back. Like without even trying, I'm getting 8,000 steps.
Yeah. And that's, oh my God.
You spend 2 weeks on Long Island, like we're in Garden City.
Yeah.
Like over the holidays, like I'm like, oh, that'll be a nightmare. Cause like you're driving.
You drive everywhere.
Yeah. It's like a struggle to get 2,000 steps. But like here it's like freezing and you have to walk. I had 17,000 steps yesterday. I wasn't really trying.
Yes. And I remember I once worked an internship. It was my first real corporate job. I was a sophomore in college. And I remember door to door, I took my car, drove to the office. It was like my desk was like right by the door in the office. So I would wake up, go to the car, drive to the office, come back. I once took in a full day 950 steps.
Oh, yeah.
It was so I remember looking, I was like, this is a problem.
Yeah, I didn't crack 1,000 steps.
Couldn't crack 1,000.
Now imagine working from home. At least you have to go somewhere.
Yeah. Right.
You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
Have you seen those TikToks of the guy who like a day in the life videos, but the guy like it's like the most boring life in the world. And so it's always like putting his laptop in his bag and like walking to his car and going to his job and opening up the laptop and going to lunch, and he goes to Carl's Jr. and eats a cheeseburger. And like every comment is like, this is the most depressing thing in the world. And then like the other half of people are like, in America, like this is a pretty good job. The guy's probably making $90K. He's not working that hard.
We go back to gratitude, right?
Sure,
it's like you need to think of it, right? It's like probably hopefully pays pretty well then if it's so.
Yeah, hopefully the guy's doing all right.
Yeah,
but like that's most people's life. I mean, like I've talked about this before, but like I think one of the reasons a lot of people want to do comedy or like be creative is like, oh, it beats having a regular job.
Yeah,
like real life sucks. Like it's awful. Like maybe if you're making a lot of money, like you put up with doing that, but like. I worked in a school for a long time and I liked my job, but I was making $38,000 a year. That's like waking up every day, like it's miserable.
And it's so funny because it's like when people talk about like wanting to do comedy, and I feel this way before every show I do. There's a great scene. Have you seen Crashing?
Oh yeah.
Right before John Mulaney goes on stage in the series finale, he goes, "Oh my God!" It's like they're looking at a theater. It's like 5,500 people.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh my God, I've spent my whole life wanting to be a stand-up comedian. And there's nothing I hate more than stand-up comedy. Which is really, if you feel that way, I feel like about stand-up, you're on the right track.
Yes,
you know what I
yes,
mean?
You
It's
have
like,
to have that.
oh God.
You have to have that love-hate relationship. The line we say in my house the most when I do a road gig, sometimes I'll borrow my parents' car. And there's a line in Crashing from season 1 where Artie Lang wants Pete to open for him in Albany.
Mm-hmm.
And Pete goes, you want me to open for you in Albany? And Artie goes, no, I want your car to open for me. And so whenever I ask to borrow the car, my mom's always like, we want the car to open for you in Albany.
That is great.
It's
That
the
is
best.
so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's just freaking gold, man.
Yeah, that's the best.
Dude, I think we covered.
You think we got it?
I think so,
Keep it
man.
crispy?
I mean, no, I wish so bad. Well, I want to talk about some of the stuff you have coming up. So, number one, follow Gabe on social media. Again, I was going to plug it at the top of the episode so people can hear about you.
Please do.
You do great sketches with Alexis Gay, who, right? That's her last name.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna. You do great sketches with Alexis Gay. I might cut that part out. I feel bad not knowing her last name.
No, that's fine.
But you do great stuff on social media and things like that. What's the best way they can stay up to date with the shows and stuff you're doing?
Yeah, Instagram's the one I am most fluent in.
Okay.
And I post shows on there. And then I have an email list in my
Sign
bio.
up for the email
It's really
list.
helpful. I only email you when I
Oh
have
my-
something cool coming up.
Yeah, and just, oh my God.
But I
is it-
do the new show once a month.
Okay, at Soho Playhouse.
So I'm
Okay.
about to get new dates. And then I'm doing, in April, I haven't announced this yet, but I'm going to do the New York Fringe Festival.
Amazing.
And so I'll have 4 shows or 5 shows in 10 days or something.
Fantastic.
So you can check out the new show, which is Jokes and Stories. And you came to the Work in Progress show the other night, which I really appreciated, and opened.
It was great.
And yeah, so like that's the big stuff going on in my life, and I make these sketches, and people seem to like them. So please watch and share and do all that shit. But yeah, and Matt's great. He's working on a solo show. You should go see it.
Appreciate that.
Put it up, man.
I
Can't wait.
know. We just
You're well on your way.